Hey everybody, how are you? Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Um, how's it going? Hi, Miss True. Let's see who's Risa Lifestyle. Risa, how are you? My new members, how you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, okay, what's going on? Have you guys had a good and productive, solid day that has advanced the needle to bringing you closer to your goals or your heart's desire? I hope that's what you spent the day doing. Don't be out here on these YouTube streets watching everyone else live their dream and make coin, and you're just sitting around watching. That's a no. That's a no go. Okay, don't do that. Okay. As long as you're sitting here advancing the needle and doing something, don't let some of these numbskulls pass you by, okay? Because I know anybody shows up to Bougie Gang, you're a smart cookie. All right, don't play. All right. Latoy, how are you, boo? How's it? The doctor's appointment was okay. We'll talk about that when I do the clothing haul. But we're in here. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna show you the stuff from Target. I'm gonna open up the stuff from Fenty. What else do I want to do? I'm going live on all 3 channels today. um, it went okay. I know. I don't want to talk about that right now. We'll talk about that when I go outside to the garden. Okay. I should do my garden. My garden will be on Instagram. Okay. Instagram. I came to, but thank you for asking. It's okay. I got to do what I got to do. You know how sometimes you do the same thing to the point where you can't do that anymore. You've got to take it up a notch. Reese, what's going on, hun? Adrian's life, Erica, Debo. Let's see, Miss SWV, Natalie, what's going on? This is one of my afternoon quickies, guys. Did you watch what's her name? Olivia's live? Just in time for the ride home from work. Yes, baby doll. Yes. Danny Love, what's going on? V Love BBW. Let's see. Hey Bougie Gang Stars. Yes. Miss True, Brown Sugar, Michelle D, Natalie, Champagne. What's going on, hun? Guys, I'm still hoarse, okay? Beauty Behind the Brains. I don't give 0. Is it Thorns of Desi Desiree Rose, maybe? Thorns of Desi of Desert Rose. Okay, the big and little got me messed up. Dream Cake, what's going on? Tam Red, what's going on? Destiny 14, Nicole 31, Nicole 316. Um Risa, yes. Doctor's appointment went okay. I'm down a pound, so that was good news, right? My A1C was up a little bit. I've been drinking Pepsi. I told the doctor, I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I brought Farah in there, and it was funny because she is the doctor that I had to go to when I had gestational diabetes. So she was like, please tell me that this is not Farah. And I was just like, and she's taller than you. Okay. I love my doctor. She's so awesome. What else? My blood pressure was good. I just got some blood work, so I'll have that back in a couple of days. I'm hoping everything is good because your girl takes her medicine. Should I be drinking soda? Absolutely not. And I've been drinking some Pepsi, and boom, I'm done. I'm back on my Crystal Light, drinking my water, drinking my regular tea, drink my water, drink my Crystal Light, and be done. And I gotta leave Pepsi alone. Okay, done. And I've left it alone before, but I don't know. Somehow I bumped my head. I forgot. Okay. Enough about me. All right. Really quick. So Olivia went live, right? I was watching it. It was nothing really whatever to report on. But the interesting thing was this. Okay, Fugazi AF as usual, right? But she wanted us to know she was leaving somewhere, and then what she did was, and who watched it in here? Give me a so I know who I'm talking to. Did I say hi to everybody? If I missed you, drop down, let me know. I don't know if she was leaving her apartment, but she dropped some tea. She basically let us know some things, and I'm going to share them with you guys right now. Gosh, I hate when my computer does this. It's like if I roll back, it like stays in one place. Okay, here it is. Buttons all day. What's going on? Amber. I don't give a fuck. Saw it. The Browns on wheels. Hey, ladies, I'm on lunch break. How are you? Okay, Olivia went live. It was 11 o'clock East Coast time, right? She was leaving somewhere, and as she's pulling out, she's going like this. She doesn't want anyone to see. Why did you go live at that moment? You wanted us to see, but you wanted to, whatever. Fugazi, right? First day of school. Maybe she was leaving out from her apartment complex. Who cares? We all know where you live, Olivia. You know why? Because you told us about that stupid, ginormous alligator nest in the middle of your apartment complex. Hey, Hattie Hawkins, what's going on? If you had not showed us that huge lake where all the alligators live at your apartment complex, Ms. Mabes, then maybe we wouldn't know where you live. But because Brandon, code word Brandon, and I'm one day when she moves from this place, we'll have a good laugh about Brandon. Why you would move into a place? Maybe, I don't know. I cannot watch Olivia. I can't. Okay. Yeah, it is what it is. She's silly. It's a bag, right? Um, so she's leaving out. She's telling us it's the first day of school. All her babies went to school, including Ryan. So apparently Ryan must have gone to either preschool or daycare or whatever. Ryan is at school. She can't believe it. Ryan went to school. She just left the doctor. When does Olivia ever go to a doctor? Okay. Okay. Um, she said she had a doctor's appointment and then she went somewhere else, which was the place that I'm leaving, but I'm not going to tell you guys. Okay. I want to go back to the nail place, but they're probably busy. Let me go get a drink. She goes to get a drink. She goes to Starbucks. She gets a white mocha, right? Which is actually happens to be one of my favorite drinks. Um, hot, not cold though. She's pregnant if she's getting weight loss surgery. She's pregnant. She's pregnant if she's getting weight loss surgery. LOL. She's pregnant. If. So you're saying if she's getting weight loss surgery, she's pregnant? Yeah, well, they'll cancel that. And if she's, yeah, I don't understand. She's pregnant. Oh, so if she's going to the doctor to get her weight loss surgery, you think she's finding out she's pregnant? Is that what you're saying, Erica? Miss OKC, what's going on? Okay, so she went to the doctor. She went somewhere else. Well, but if she's going to get it in Mexico, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? Fugazi, right? She went to the doctor's office. She went somewhere else, but she's not telling us. She's going to go get her nails done. Guys, I'm moving soon. You should have moved 2 weeks ago. Zolo Bands is out of town. I would have been having my trucks back out now. You're going to move right in time for him to come back to town. And if he wants to figure out where you're living, all he has to do is get one of his friends and himself to go sit in your parking lot and wait for the the U-Haul truck to show up. Okay. And then, girl, this is okay. So you can't hold water. So we're going to see if he doesn't find out where you live, because at the end of the day, girl, don't start playing games with people about where you live and all of these things, because what's going to happen is you make a game out of it, it's going to be a game. And then you're going to be mad because you're going to take a whole bunch of time to move somewhere, and then you're going to want to move somewhere else. Guys, I got 45 thumbs up. Go ahead, hit the like button for me. Let me see them go up, okay? So she says that she's going to the nail place. She says she's going to be moving soon. She said, So someone commented and said, "Oh my God, I would love to see the kids. I want to see the first day of school pictures." She starts talking about how she doesn't like putting up pictures anymore because she's got the cutest kids. She has the cutest kids, guys. I've got the cutest kids, and people just want to use their pictures. I don't ever use their pictures. And honestly, their father could post some pictures that you don't own, and then you'll have to speak with them for whoever decides to post them. Okay. Really, nobody needs your pictures. If people want to post a picture of the web children, they can just go to the father's Instagram to get a picture. Okay. Unless he says otherwise. Now, me personally, I would just use some discretion in using these children's picture because at the end of the day, their mother is Fugazi. They did not sign up for this. And we know what they look like. They're very cute. And me personally, if they show up in a video, they're in a video. That's your bad for putting them in there. But at the end of the day, um, it's just a personal preference on me. What other people decide to do is what they do. I don't blame her for not wanting to put her kids' pictures out there because you are not in control of how people use those pictures. Me personally, this reporter has had to deal with the same thing. So at the end of the day, people want to use your pictures. They're going to try to use your pictures and you're going to have to deal with it. Hey, Mary Blue, how are you? Hi, Mickey T. Hi. Let's see, who am I missing? Sofa. Hey, girl, how are you? Okay. So her kids are so cute. She doesn't want to put them in the put up their pictures anymore. She doesn't want to put them in the vlog too much because it's just a lot, guys. People are just using my kids. You're using your kids. You're the one that monetized your maternal relationship with your children. I don't make a coin off of you having the kids in a video. At the end of the day, that's you. That's you trying to market a Fugazi mom channel as a family channel, of which it is not. You barely have your kids in your channel. Your kids are typically, this is what happens when your kids are on your channel. Mom, I'm hungry. Mom, are you ready to go? Mom, can we go to the pool? Mom, can I have some chips? Mom, I'm hungry. And that's it. There's nothing that you do with the children to make it remotely family. And I'm not saying that you don't do those things, but those are not the things that you film because typically you are square all up in the crack of your ass doing whatever you want to do, and do anything to do with the children really has nothing to do with it. Okay. But if that's your story, that's what you're sticking with. No more kids in the videos, guys. She really just doesn't want to do it anymore. I hope she's not planning on moving so Gerard and Nisha have to go to another court, to another state all over again. She's so far into Florida. I mean, she's at least 3 hours away from, let's say, Georgia. I don't know, but you know what? That's it. I mean, look, that's what happens. He has no control over that. Um, but if the court in Texas, um, if he's got a court order from Texas for his children, I don't know how that works. Good call out, but I don't know how that works, how it doesn't work. But all of you women with sons, before your sons have kids with a fugazi dingy chick who he's not even interested in marrying right away, and he puts one on top of another one on top of another one before he ever marries her, and you already know that the relationship is doomed, talk to him. Okay. Don't let this be the cautionary tale for your nice looking handsome son, before any of this ever pops off 10 years from now. If you got a little guy, okay, don't do it. All right. She's not putting the kids. Olivia has girl, why did Olivia tell us that she has had COVID twice? Did we know this? Where was I asleep? Was I in for a long winter's nap? How did I miss this? Homegirl has had COVID twice that she says she knows about. Meanwhile, the Fugazi subscribers in there are saying, Liv, you're glowing. You're glowing. Oh my God, you're glowing. Yeah, I've had COVID twice. Yes. Um, I had it once in Florida where I was coughing. I had all the respiratory. And then I had it when I went to Texas and I lost all the taste because someone asked her if she was going to get the vaccine and she said, no, I'm not getting it. She said, I'm not interested in it. I'm not getting it. She said, I've had COVID twice. I'm not scared of it. I don't know, Cheryl. We're going, look, you guys say this. Let's go on the video. This is the video, guys. Okay. This is the video. If she's had it, she's had it. Why would she be lying? I couldn't believe it. You know why? Because she walks through Walmart with no mask. Not everybody who gets it is deathly ill. Not everyone who gets it is on a ventilator in the hospital. There are plenty of people who have been walking around and show up in lots of places. They are sick AF and you don't know it. So, what I'm telling you is this: understand there are people out here who don't give a fuck about you. They are sick. They are touching the milk. They are touching the bread. Make sure you have, do I have my Lysol wipes right here? When you get home from the grocery store, before you put stuff in your refrigerator, have your hand sanitizer. Stop playing around. This chick never missed a beat. Maybe when she was down and out, I don't know. Did we ever see her in quarantine? Did we ever see her not doing anything? Was she laying in bed all the time? Yes, all the time. But the way her and Brandon were out drinking, staying up late, smoking cigarettes, are you kidding me? I mean, maybe she's lying. I don't know. I'm not, look, I'm here. I do reactions on the video. I'm not calling her a liar because I don't know enough to know whether she's had it or not. I just know that the lifestyle that I've seen her display along with Zolo bands, girl, bye. I believe it. I believe it. Period. Go to the video. Go to the video about 10, 15 minutes in. It's only a 30-minute video. Go ahead and watch it. And that's what she said. She's had it twice that she knows of. Okay. Florida, she had the coughing and the respiratory. In Texas, she lost the taste and she lost it for weeks. Okay. Weeks. A lot of people, so she says, you know what, guys, a lot of my stuff is going members, and I don't just mean members where it's only members can chat. It's just going to be members like as in only members can see, because at the end of the day, there's so many nosy people that just want to be in my business. Are you over here telling your business on YouTube? There's a lot of people who watch my videos that just want to know my business. You are a channel where you do nothing but tell your business, and you have almost 100,000 subscribers. What are people tuning in for? She's a fucking human gaslight, period. A lot of people just want to know her business, guys. Therefore, everything is going members because there is so much going on in my life right now, guys. I want to tell you stuff, but because of all these people that just want to know my business, and then she burps. I was like, you are so freaking nasty. Then she burps. Okay. And I caught the Tums about a week or so ago. I mean, she's trying to give vibes that she's pregnant or whatever. Um, and then she goes back to talking about moving. She goes, guys, I really didn't know that people would be offended if you say that you don't want to live with them. Like, I had an invitation to go move somewhere and I said I didn't want it. I didn't want to go. And they were like offended. I'm thinking to myself, what kind of people do you deal with? You deal with like some fucking losers. Tease Purdue, how are you? Latasha, what's going on? Kitten Zombie, Moving in Silence. I don't know. I don't know. I'm reacting to the video. A lot of people just want you to know your business. She doesn't want people in her business, but she tells all of her business. She's going to be going live just for members, which of course, obviously, this is hey Camilla. This is obviously a grab for some more subscribers, right? More subscribers, more. Hey Shay Shay, hey Bird Angel, how are you? How are you, Firebird? Hello, the Erics. What's going on? Hello, everyone coming in. Everyone in the bushes. Hit the like button. Tia 615. How you doing? She says, you know, the trolls won't pay. It's like $3.99, $4.99, but they're not going to pay. They're not going to pay. They're just not. Stop putting your shit out there to broadcast. Well, she's an egomaniac. She can't not put it out there because she doesn't have any friends, and she wants people to know because she's an ego the size of a blimp. She wants to feel important. So she's got people that make her feel important. Therefore, she's going to put stuff out like she's important. She's got a lot of stuff going on, guys. A lot going on. And I don't want to drop it here. So someone says, so when are you going to put up your regular post? And she's like, well, I guess like every other day. And then she's like, well, and they said, well, when are we going to, when are we going to know like certain things? And she's like, well, she's trying to back out of it because at the end of the day, girl, you have 100,000 subscribers. You're lazy as fuck. You don't want to put up content, but you still want to make the same money. So she's trying to leverage the membership because with having a channel the size of hers, I mean, in theory, she could have 1,000 members easy. I don't know why not. And do the math, guys. If she has 500 members at $3.99, just think about it. Okay. That's $2,000. All right. Not to mention she goes up to $20, and I'm sure there's $20 members. She says the trolls aren't going to pay, which of course we will. Trolls will and reactors will. Okay. She stank. Yes. She says she has a lot going on. She says that the details are just, it's just only going to be shared to members, and it's just going to be, it's going to be too bad. And as far as the people that want to be in her business, well, they're not going to pay, so I'm not worried about it. But what about your fans that are maybe can't afford $3.99 or don't have it in their budget or feel like it should just be for free? Like, oh, now you're going to skimp out on my experience, so how about I just unsubscribe? I don't know. I told y'all she and Jasmine look like they wipe from the back to the front. Oh, okay. My goodness. I'm stingy with my watch time. I don't watch Olivia or Jazz. I listen to you or Reese. Well, thank you so much. No username. Reese, I think Reese was in here. Reese, do you hear that? Dedicated and loyal subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate the exclusive for that. I really do. Thank you. Miss SWV, what's going on? So really, that's what she's got. And then at the end, guys, I had to laugh. Look, LOL. I was like, girl, bye. You are stupid. The thing that got me was her trying to play maybe that she's a little bit pregnant. I don't know. If she had an abortion, guys, I don't care. If you're going to be out there with other people who are claiming to have babies in 2022 for Mr. Zolo Bands, good luck with that. He is off living his life somewhere, jumping on planes, getting flued out, probably slinging that sausage all over where it is to kind of pay his way and do what he's supposed to be doing so that Miss Sugar Mama, whoever she is, gets him a couple more new outfits and some Jordans. Because if you watch the video I told you about this morning, he said he needed some black sneakers, guys. So I don't know if he went and got his Jordans or whatever he wanted, but he's working on it. And when he slangs that meat the right way, someone's going to be taking him to go buy some shoes, okay? And it better not be any of you guys out here, okay? Better not. Anyway, so Olivia went live. She's basically playing like she's got some tea, playing like she's got some business. Did she ever give people money back for the weight loss challenge? She said she did. Someone won it, and she said, if you want to know who won it, join the weight loss challenge. Okay. I wouldn't know any of those people anyway, but yes, Justina. Yeah, it's in her weight loss challenge group, and I don't know that she's even still doing it. She says that she needs to get back in the gym. She wants to start doing things. Some fugazi ass loyalty gang member said, "Can you please talk about how you started your business?" And I'm thinking to myself, what business? The oil business. I had a subscriber send me, which I can post it. I'm sure, why not? There is a company on Instagram that makes these hair oils amongst many other things, and they make it for resale. And I will find the post and I will share it, if not on my Instagram, and help promote this business. But the bottles and all of the packaging look very similar to Olivia. Now, I don't know if she buys it already filled in the bottles, because we did see one time she showed us her setup where she had a big bottle of some sort of concoction and bottles, and she had some funnels. So I don't know if it comes as one big bottle or it comes as pre-poured bottles. I'm not really sure, but someone sent me a Instagram where it's basically you are buying wholesale already made hair oils, and all you have to do is slap your label on it, and it looks similar to what Olivia is selling. Now, is it that? She hasn't confirmed that, and I have not asked, and maybe I will send them a note officially as a vlogger out here on these YouTube streets that reports YouTube news, and ask, "Are you familiar with a channel?" And maybe, I don't know if they have a confidentiality policy or clause, but it doesn't hurt to ask, right? Closed mouth does not get fed. So thank you for asking. I will ask. So I don't know if she blends her own oils or not, but someone asked, "How did you start your business?" I don't know if they're talking about the oils, if they're talking about the butterfly lashes, um, but she says she's going to be doing classes and tell people how to start a business. What I would say is tell people how to start a business and manage a business and actually make a profit at a business. I'm not sure that that is the case, because hand to mouth business, you don't necessarily know if you've made a profit. Maybe you got some of your money back and maybe you got a little bit of extra money. But I personally, me, would not call what she is doing as having a business. I call that as maybe like a little bit of a side hustle, when you sell something and put the money in your pocket and maybe re-up, maybe you don't. Maybe you get stuff on time, maybe you don't. Maybe you are in business today and caught up in some sausage tomorrow, and then you get back to business like a year later. To me, whoever that was who asked that question is really not interested in a business. Maybe it was a troll, because I don't know who on God's green earth would ask this woman for advice on how to manage a business when this woman barely appears to be managing a business, in my opinion. And that's it. Um, so they asked her about that. They were concerned about the content. Are we going to still get some? Because if you're kind of going towards paid only and you're really not putting up any vlogs, like, what do we have to look forward to over here? And she tried to clean it up, but she couldn't, because she's not quick on her feet, because she can't read. So that's all we know. As far as what's going on with Jasmine, I need to go back and I want to rewatch the video from last night. I did not get through the whole entire live, and I do want to rewatch her hospital visit video. But like I said this morning, the weird thing to me was that she was already talking about a C-section. She was talking about the multiple ultrasounds. She's talking about the high blood pressure. She's talking about lots of things that sound very high risk, which she already said she was high risk, but high risk in the sense that maybe this baby will be born a little early. I don't know. Last point, I know a lot of people were going, kind of like, yeah, Rod did that. Again, I'm gonna kind of just stand in my position of, okay, Rod, very good, but I just think that it straddles a little bitch assness. And at the end of the day, last thing I want to see are the husbands, the boyfriends, the boos, the bays getting into it. This is really catty, petty female shit. And seeing the two guys go at it like that, to me, I feel like we're at the point of no return with this relationship, friendship. And Jasmine, if you have not lined up your sitter for when you go have the baby, you need to tell Chris to get on his stepdaddy, or maybe get your sister wife, as in the mother of the other two children, and see if they can go over to Miss So-and-so's house and stay over there while Miss Jasmine has the baby. And since you've had other kids, maybe you can get your ass up the next day and get on up at the hospital. If you are not having a C-section, maybe you can leave the next day rather than try and get a couple days away from the kids. So that's really all I've got for right now, guys. There is a developing story that I thought was super interesting, and really, really sad. There is a woman, which I don't have her picture up for you guys. I'm not on um, StreamYard, but there is a woman, her name is Michelle Avan, and she actually was a senior vice president at Bank of America. Guys, Los Angeles police have arrested a suspect in connection with the slaying of a prominent executive at Bank of America. You know, Charlotte is the home of Bank of America. She's actually an ex Merrill Lynch, and you know, Bank of America purchased Merrill Lynch. She was a highly paid executive, black female. Slaying of a prominent executive at Bank of America who was a champion in helping people of color seek careers in financial industry. Michelle Avan, 48, was found dead Thursday, as in less than a week ago, morning, by a family member. Actually, it was her son, unfortunately, her grown son. Found dead Thursday morning by a family member in her home in Reseda. The Los Angeles Police Department said her family had become concerned because they had not been able to reach her. The exact cause of Avan's death is unknown, but the victim appeared to have suffered trauma to her face, according to police. Detectives arrested Anthony Duane Turner on Thursday afternoon in Westchester on suspicion of killing Avan. The LAPD said in a statement, Turner, 52, Avan, 48, was being held Saturday in the LAPD Valley Jail section in Van Nuys, California, according to the booking records. Bail was set at $2 million. Okay. Turner also worked at Bank of America. Avan was a senior vice president of Bank of America and the head of global women's and underrepresented talent strategy. She was a global human resources officer. Okay. Her role, she was responsible for helping the financial institution hire and develop talent. We are devastated, Bank of America said in a statement. Michelle was a valued employee, a member of our company for over 20 years, and will be greatly missed. We extend our deepest sympathies to her and her family. In 2019, Avan was named one of Los Angeles' most powerful and influential Black women leaders by the Los Angeles Sentinel. The award recognized her for her leadership and commitment in the community, as well as her work as a mentor, and particularly with Black females and girls. Avan was also honored earlier this year by the Investment News for her dedication to increasingly diversify and inclusion of the financial industry. So we have really lost a gem out here in one of the largest banks in the world, a Black female who was involved with a fucking fugazi ass employee. Well, all I want to say is this. Just because you have a corporate job doesn't make you perfect. I don't understand why these two people were dating. Maybe they did not have a dating policy, but these two executives really, both employees, they were both sitting on the same board. They were both part of the diversity and inclusion board. And this guy, she was dating him. 4 years difference. I'm not really sure of his backstory, but this is definitely a story I'm going to follow because I am really curious what happened with these two. This one was 48 years old in the prime of her life. She looks amazing. She had two sons, one grandchild, and she's gone as of Thursday with trauma to her face. So I don't know if he beat her up and left her for dead and what happened, but they're trying to figure out what happened. So is this a murder? Is this a manslaughter? What happened? Was there a fight? Did she fall? Did what happened? But for them to take him into custody and set him at $2 million bail, I think there's probably some compelling evidence to show like we're not really trying to let you out of here. If you can come up with the money, good. But if you can't, you're going to sit here. So I don't know what the story was, but these two worked together. These two were involved and she was in the process of getting a protective order. So really, it's very sad. And it's a very juicy type of story, but the juicy type in the worst way, because this was someone's mom, this is someone's grandma, assuming obviously someone's daughter, maybe someone's sister, and this woman is gone. And she had friends and coworkers, and she had mentees who probably really relied on her. So really, really sad news, guys. I'll put a link to the story if you guys want to read up on this, and we'll talk about it more. And as some more details come out about the scumbag, the suspected scumbag of Mr. Anthony Duane Turner. We're going to keep an eye on this guy, and hopefully, if he is the one, that justice will prevail for this Black female executive who has gone way too soon. And the only other thing I really wanted to talk to you guys about briefly is I don't know if you guys are keeping up with Love and Hip Hop, but this whole thing with Yandy and her mentee. Yandy ended up becoming foster mom to a troubled young girl, and apparently there is some weird shit happening, and I don't know if they're just doing it for TV. However, I find it odd and peculiar because, number one, I wasn't aware that Yandy had a daughter, but then I found out that this is like a adopted foster daughter situation. But it's very weird. And this is one of the troubles, me personally, that I have, on a side note, with some people who kind of want to pick up and put down kids. If you are of the type that right now I'm single, I'm lonely, I need something in my life to supplement, but you think that when your sausage comes home, you're going to push it by the wayside, don't do that. This girl clearly had issues. And good evening. It's your girl, Miss Pearl. How are you, babe? Clearly there's more to this story here, but apparently whatever was going on with Yandy and her daughter, Infinity, um, Yandy ended up putting allegedly this person who she's adopted, that means that's your kid, back on a plane to her grandmother in Cali, right? Anyway, long story short, now she showed back on Love and Hip Hop, and Mandisi's not really sure about having her around. But why did you adopt this young woman? It's weird. And apparently she's been having some issues. She kind of picked a boyfriend over Yandy, but you know what? Yandy's not above doing the most for a storyline. Yandy has a very sick ambition, and she's not above selling herself out, selling out her family, selling out her relationship. Bonsoir, Joseph. Bonsoir. So it's weird, but there seems to be some interesting stuff back going on Love and Hip Hop, and now they're back in Atlanta. So I'm gonna be following this too. But guys, yeah, just some interesting stuff going on, and I will link some stuff to you, and we will talk about it further. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk about Yandy, and I will try to get some more information on the executive, Miss Michelle Avan, who passed away on Thursday far too soon at potentially the hands of a man that she was involved with, and unfortunately in the process of getting a protective order from, which makes him probably the number one and maybe even only suspect at this point. And very, very sad. Very sad. I actually looked her up on LinkedIn and looked him up on LinkedIn, and he looks like every bit of a creep. And she was far too beautiful for him. And unfortunately, it was probably one of those things where she was probably busy AF and probably took up with this guy and didn't realize that he was 52 years old and you're single, let's say. I don't know if he's married or not, because that was my first thought. Like, is he married? Is he trying to not let his wifey know? Maybe he was having an affair, but I didn't find anything in the internet yet about this guy and his personal life. But she was trying to get a protective order against him, so obviously he was some sort of creep, and he's demonstrated himself to be something where she needs to go and file paperwork on him to keep him away from her. So maybe there was some domestic violence going on. I'm not really sure, but I'm going to definitely see what I can find out, because guys, this is a cautionary tale. This kind of stuff doesn't just happen to poor women, women who are not living in nice neighborhoods, women who are not executives, senior vice presidents at Fortune 100 companies, companies that are the largest banks in the world. And This is a woman who was in human resources. She was a diversity and inclusion expert. She was known in her industry. She was celebrated for being a boss, and she took up with a creep, unfortunately. Not her fault, of course, but really, really something that I'm glad I stumbled across, because someone out here needs to remember that. Don't think just because you're a baddie out here, don't think just because you drive a certain type of vehicle and you get mucho zeros in your bank account every 2 weeks or once a month or however it drops in there. And maybe you might own a little bit of Bitcoin. I don't know. But don't think that there is any separation between you and the next woman and domestic violence and some creep trying to do you in. So be careful out there, ladies. And we will talk about it just a little bit more tomorrow. I will come with any new facts or details that I can get together. But look out for your friends out here. It's unfortunate that these two took up with each other as coworkers. Um, Me personally, I have never ever thought, obviously when I was single, to take up with a coworker. I just think it's bad business personally. And that's why there's so many regulations and companies have so many rules behind how the practice is done, because there are problems. There are problems, and these are people that you're spending a lot of time with, and it can go very wrong. And it's really, really unfortunate. Now, I'd be interested to know what happens. Well, he's in jail, so he's not going back to work anytime soon. But if he were released on bond, what would they do if he walked back up into the job? Because he's innocent until proven guilty. So yeah, that would be so I would be so curious if he gets out, what's going to happen. Are they going to accept him back into the office, or are they going to give him a package and sabbatical, not fire him, basically give him some money and tell him, yeah, you don't have to come in. When you get your personal life straightened out, we'll holla at you. So very interesting, from many different standpoints for me, um, because this is my area. But as far as a woman who lost her life last week in a very tragic way, and for her son to find her, this is just probably about the worst news possible. So anyway, guys, check this story out. It's posted on in Atlanta Journal Constitution, the Los Angeles Times. It's everywhere. Um, and this woman was absolutely beautiful, and really, really sad story. Okay. But on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'm going to be signing in on my vlog channel. We do a quick unboxing and a quick haul for you guys, and show you what I've picked up so far for my daughter for back to school. And we'll take it from there. If you're not subscribed, go to my front page, click on Francoise Vlogs, and meet me over there. Hit the subscribe button if you will, and I'll see you in just a little bit. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good day. And don't forget to like this video. Thank you.